everyone. You are now live.
And thank you for having me, Kobe. This is fun.
What up, what up, what up? It is your boy, the one and only Kobe Nasir Wallace, also known as Call Me Crazy, and you are listening to a very, very special occasion because it is the very first episode of the Crazy Talk podcast. And on the Crazy Talk podcast, we are talking about real world shit, having real conversations, and keeping it as real as possible. You know, we living in a day where everybody has a fucking opinion, and they're taking their opinion as fact. And so, what I'm here to do is also give my opinion, and hopefully throw some facts in there as well to keep the people informed, but also most importantly, keep them entertained. And of course, I could never, never do this whole little production. I couldn't do it alone. So I had to get on the phone, call my boys, and I said, hey, starting a little podcast, and I need y'all to be a part of it. I need you guys to be available. Make some time in your schedules for the Crazy Talk podcast. So introducing first, the very first co-host on the Crazy Talk podcast, none other than my boy. We go way back to freshman year of college, and if you went to college, you know freshman year is the best year. So I want to bring in my boy Noah Tip.
Thank you, yo. I was doing introduction too. I was messing with it, yo.
Of course.
Man, look, man,
Y'all
I'm
gotta
glad
get a
to,
great
you know what I'm saying,
introduction.
something you talked about, man. So I'm glad to be a part of it, man. Like it's,
Yeah.
you know what
It's
I'm saying? It's an honor.
finally here. Shit. I
It
think
is.
it's
It really
definitely
is.
we've been talking about this shit for a long time, and I'm just glad we finally we're doing it. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Now we are, for
And this is
sure.
for anybody out there listening. If you have something that's on your mind or on your heart, do that shit. No matter what anybody says, no matter. And I'm my biggest critic. So for me, it wasn't even ever about what anybody else said because I couldn't give a fuck about what anybody has to say. For me, it was more so myself, you know, critiques, and that's kind of what led to the procrastination and you know. And now I'm finally doing it. So that's what matters is doing it, getting out there and doing it. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing you're gonna remember. You're not gonna remember how much you procrastinated. You're just gonna remember you getting it done. And we finally getting it done, Tip. So today I have a lot to talk about. I mean, there's so much going on in so much discourse right now going on, not only in America, but in the world, period. And of course, here on the Crazy Talk podcast, this platform is going to not only shine lights on America, not only shine lights on the black culture, not only shine light on pop culture, but we are going to shine light on as many things as we can because you can never be too informed as much as you can be entertained. So today we will be talking about a lot because America, as we all know, America been slime. There is no make America slime again. America been slime, okay? So everybody right now online is talking about one or two things right now, Tip. And they're either talking about Charlie Kirk
Yes.
or the breaking news update, Trey Reed. Trey Reed, as we all know, as some of us know, because we don't all know this. I know before we started recording, me and Tip, we were having this conversation. We didn't really know what this was about, and what was really going on. So we really had to do some research. And according to, I know I told you I only use AP News and CNN, but I have to branch out for this one because it was the only really official kind of report that I could get on it. So this is from NBC News, according to NBC News. The headline reads: "Body of a black student is found hanging from a tree in Mississippi." Now, I don't know about you,
True.
but already off of the bat, this headline is reading a little too familiar. And I'm only 22, so
Right.
that already says enough, you know. But you know, digging into it a little bit more, it says police at Delta State University said no evidence of foul play was found in the death of DeMartravion Trey Reed, but the investigation is ongoing. It says here, story reported by Daniela Silva. The death of a 21-year-old black student whose body was found hanging from a tree on a university campus in Mississippi has sparked outrage and allegations online. Even after officials said there was no evidence of foul play, police were notified Monday morning about the body found near the pickleball courts at Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi. University Police Chief Michael Peeler said at a news conference later that day the body that was identified was DeMartravion Trey Reed. Tip, honestly, I'm going to let you take this one first. I'm going to let you take this one first because talk about a crazy world. Talk about the crazy world that we live in.
I mean, look. Uh, first off, condolences to the family.
Yes,
You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Rest in peace. Yep.
Rest in peace to that young man. Um, I'm not with the whole. I try to stay away from like the conspiracies and
Yeah.
these weird thoughts, and you just kind of run with them, these rabbit holes or whatnot.
Yeah.
But bro, like that sounds crazy.
Crazy to say the least. Crazy
Like,
to say the least. Amongst, we can just run it down. Being 21 years old, being a freshman in college, going to this does not sound like an HBCU. For we all know HBCU stands for Historically Black College and University, which me and Tip both attended. This doesn't sound. This isn't that. This is Delta State University. This is got to be a PWI, and we can fact check that later. But right now, I'm standing. It's got to be a PWI.
And then that where the school is at? You said Cleveland, Mississippi.
Cleveland, Mississippi. We don't even have to.
I mean, look. Enough is said with that statement right there. I don't know much about Cleveland, Mississippi.
Yeah.
But I do know a whole lot about Mississippi.
Is that a problem? Is that not a problem though? That when we only hear all we hear is Mississippi, and immediately we're like, oh, no,
all right, some racial
is something race, and for
right.
the police, the university police chief, as it says here in the report, to already have the conclusion that there was no foul play in the death, he's hanging from a tree.
That to me, that's the main thing.
Is that not foul play?
So how I look at it is cool, right? When you think of unfortunate suicides, right? That go on in our country.
Yeah.
You hear pills, right?
Yeah.
You hear gunshot wounds to the head.
Yeah.
Some hate to say cut themselves.
Crazy shit.
But rarely do you hear about public suicide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
I know
not
exactly
very
what you're saying.
occurring.
Yeah.
That's not very normal. And it to be a lynching,
because that is the proper term. That is the proper term for what it is. Yes.
Yeah. They say he's hanging from a tree.
Yes.
I hope they found a ladder of some sort. You know what I'm saying? For him to even get up there, like it just I hope they found something to where they can really say it's a suicide. Like I hope there's some hardcore evidence to really say that, because being from where it is and how the quote unquote suicide went out.
Yeah.
Suicide went out. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah. Like that's
To me, I don't see it right.
almost the immediate conclusion is, oh, suicide. Well, you just said, you have to show me. You got to show me
I
the
gotta see
ladder.
something about that. Yeah,
You got to show me how he got up there. You got to show
right,
me something tangible that says this was a suicide. Because anything else, I'm going to roll with the public on this one. And public
right.
opinion, public discourse is saying right now, this is just a line of another slew of lynchings. Because another update came in that another body was found in Mississippi early this morning. I believe early this morning, or it was yesterday. Another body
Mhm.
was found in the same manner that this young man was found. So, which brings me to our next topic. Are we seeing some kind of insurrection of some sort? Are we seeing some kind of backlash due to the death of Charlie Kirk? And for those of us who don't know, Charlie James Kirk is an American right wing political activist, author, and media personality. He co founded and executive directed the conservative organization Turning Point USA in 2012. He published a range of books and hosted the Charlie Kirk Show, a talk radio program. And in his later years, he became recognized as one of the most prominent voices of the MAGA movement in the Republican Party. For those of us who don't know, MAGA is Donald Trump's campaign, which is Make America Great Again. Charlie Kirk, which is a topic that is very controversial right now. He was assassinated at a college, at
Right,
a
yeah.
rally that he was speaking at, that he was throwing. I'm not sure what the basis of the rally was, like what they were, they were talking about. But I can go ahead and say that it was not something that me or you would want to sit there and listen to. So, actually, Tip, before we even dive
Mhm.
into this, can we,
Right.
me and you, give a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk? Okay, that's all the silence I can give for Charlie Kirk right now. Let's go ahead and continue on with hearing um, exactly, what happened to Charlie Kirk. So, as many of us seen online, it went completely viral. The video of Charlie Kirk being assassinated. And I don't know about you, Tip, but this is kind of one of the first times I'm ever really seeing someone actually assassinated that, is you can go and look them up, and we actually see it. I wasn't
Mm.
alive when JFK was assassinated, so I don't know what the hell that
Yeah,
looked
right,
like.
right, right.
So for me, this is definitely crazy. It's definitely crazy to say the least. Now, I don't think that I'm going to preface the conversation with saying no. I don't think, because I know there's going to be trolls. I don't think that anyone should die for what they believe in.
100%.
But I find it coincidental that he died from the exact thing he believed in.
You know what's crazy to that? First off, like you said, we don't want to see no one get killed. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Um, as a Christian, I don't want to see anyone also, you know, necessarily be killed for their opinion. On top of that, on top of that, I do feel for the family, condolences. At the end of the day, as much as I personally don't like the man,
Right.
right, and the stuff he spit out,
Right.
still a father, still a husband. So
Absolutely.
for that, I do some prayers to the family. Um, now, right,
Mm-hmm.
um, Charlie Kirk has said a lot of things. Kobe, I know you've seen clips. I've seen clips.
Have
Um,
I?
it, it I don't. I'm not mad at the people who. Let me not say this. I don't judge the people
Mm.
that feel certain ways towards him and about his
Great way to
death.
phrase that. Yeah.
Um, I may not necessarily agree with the way people are going about it, but it's hard for me to really sit there and always judge people for how they react.
Right.
Because as someone, I don't really take what people say to heart. I understand the stuff you're sparing out. I don't take it to heart. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I can see why some people get offended for some of the things he says.
Right.
Respectfully.
Absolutely.
Um, with that being said, what I do know Charlie Kirk for, because I did know who he was before he passed.
Okay.
The things I used to see of him was him basically debating. He'll go to college campuses basically and debate folks.
Okay.
Um, Most likely he was hoping to debate, liberals and Democrats,
Right.
Because he is a huge Trump supporter. Um, and he'll kind of just, go one on one with them.
Okay.
And a lot of stuff that he would argue with people, was controversial stuff. Respectfully, it's political talk,
Mm.
and he ruffled a lot of feathers during this. Also know he did some Jubilee. I don't know if you know what that is called.
No.
Jubilee is like
It's not.
it's like a YouTube channel where they have controversial topics. They have people that bring people on,
Okay. Oh,
and I believe, yeah. He was on that, and he got a little bit more notoriety off of that as well. He was already well known, but definitely boosted him. And I remember watching that and it seeing going viral, and a lot of people weren't messing with him.
Right.
Now you have a bigger platform. With that being said, when you have these big platforms and you say things that affects a lot of people, like I said before, you're gonna ruffle a lot of feathers, and I think that's what unfortunately happened to Charlie. That a lot of the rhetoric he was saying, a lot of people took it as hate.
Yeah.
And with hate, comes unfortunately violence. And
To put it simply.
and that's what happened.
To put it simply, that is exactly what happened. And I think that the first thing that people kind of thought when the news broke was that this has to be a liberal, or this has to be a transgender, or this has to be some sort of minority, a person of color.
Right.
And it has been revealed the suspect in this shooting killing of Charlie Kirk has been identified as Tyler Robinson. He was formally charged, where he appeared in his virtual court hearing since being formally charged on 7 counts. Prosecutors say they're seeking the death penalty for this. They're seeking the death penalty for this. Okay. It says text messages reveals that charging documents show the suspect confessed in a series of messages sent to his roommate after the attack. Robinson's mother said he had become more political and leaned left, becoming more pro-gay and trans rights oriented. Okay, so we can say that it probably was liberal.
Yeah, he was pushing that side. He was pushing that boundary, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And Robinson begin to date his roommate, a biological male who was transitioning genders, unquote. His mother said, according to court documents. And now at the congressional hearing, the FBI director Kash Patel testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee about the probe into Kirk's murder. He told lawmakers that the FBI is interviewing more than 20 people who participated in an online chat with Robinson, and all of that is according to CNN US, with the earliest update that is this morning. What do you think about that, Tip? Now that the suspect has been not only identified, but he has been charged formally, what are we thinking now that all the information is coming out?
I'll tell you this much, Cole. It puts a bad representation on the Democratic Party.
Well,
it's
you already know. You personally already know how I feel about the Democratic Party.
Yes.
So I won't say this puts a bad light. I'll say it adds to the bad light that's already there.
Yeah, the light is definitely shining bright on the Democratic Party, and that's not to always group everyone together.
Yeah.
But if you, a lot of here's what I will say, Kobe. Democrats, what I spoke to with numerous people, we're quick to call each other out, right? We're not as united, I would say, as the Republican Party.
Okay.
So when you have these types of situations, it just we already don't seem to kind of mesh well all the time with each other.
Right.
And then you add in things like this where you have leftists or quote unquote leftists or Democrats who seek out violence. I know just recently in I believe in Minnesota, a lawmaker was killed in our own home. You know, that was when we talked about. And I'm not to say that the media is hiding it or whatnot, but the Democratic Party is so hard looked at amongst each other.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stuff, it how do I want to word this correctly, right?
Mm-hmm.
We call each other out, so we're more likely to see the wrongdoing in us. You know what I'm saying? Let me not say us, because I sometimes as
Are
much
you
as I
pushing
am
blue
fully
tip?
leaning left, sometimes I do flip flap. I tend to jump ship to ship.
Right.
I ain't gonna say I'm a ship hopper. I'm not gonna lie.
And I feel like as an American, you should be able to do that. Not only should you be able to do that, the party system should allow for that to happen. You should be able to probably in your 20s think it's okay to be more leftist or more liberal. And once you are old and tired and dry, you probably going to start thinking more conservative. It should the diaspora should be open for that, for those types of discussions.
Right. And with that, I mean, like I said, to wrap it all up, because I'm kind of rambling. It's a bad light, and that's all I can really say to it. A lot of things. We had, like I said, the lawmakers in Minnesota get assassinated. No one really talked about it.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Democrats kind of just kept it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we still got shit to do.
Someone, I believe it was a reporter, actually brought that up to President Donald Trump earlier today, and his response to why he didn't call for a half staff flag raising lowering was because he didn't know anything about it. And I mean, that just really kind of goes to show this death isn't as big as maybe conservatives, quote conservatives, are making it to be. I think that it is just, it's that gotcha moment,
Yeah, it is.
It's that, okay, we've done wrong for so long, and now we finally got your ass, and we're gonna milk it dry. And 100%. And that brings me to probably the most exciting topic of tonight: milking dry. Canelo versus Crawford. I mean, Canelo versus Crawford. When you are in that ring with Bud Crawford, you might want to stay on your P's and Q's. You might want to stay on your P's and Q's when it comes to Bud Crawford. But for this sports segment, I want to bring in a very, very, very special guest. None other than my guy, my man's 50 grand, 22 years in the fucking paint with this guy, Cy fucking Bow. Oh no, I can't hear you. Can you hear him?
Nah, I can't hear him.
Can't hear you, Cy. Turn your mic up.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, we can. We're gonna make it work.
We gonna make it work.
Yep, we definitely gonna make it work. Now, speaking
Side bow here.
Yes, sir. There he is. If y'all can see him, he is on the left. Cy is on the left. It is your boy, me, Kobe, or call me crazy, right here in the middle. And to my right, I have none other than my boy, Noah Tip. And you are listening to the Crazy Talk Podcast. Okay, and now we are getting into the sports segment of the night. Canelo versus Crawford. I mean, what a fucking fight, bud. What a fight.
Talk about an ass kicking.
BTA. Nah, but he said he's a buckle though. He's a buckle.
The buckle with the spikes. I mean,
for real.
Ass.
Nah, for real. I was about to say, twin. The buckle, he the spikes. Buckle, he the spikes.
He got everything.
That's the BBL.
I mean, it was kind of like, I don't want to be too deep, but it was kind of profound in a way to watch. I mean, everyone knew going in, and I'm just putting this plainly, it was the Hispanics versus the blacks. And when that mariachi music hit, and it wasn't Canelo, I said, "Oh, he want his ass whooped. He want Canelo to come out there swinging hard." And I think that's what Bud wanted. That's what Bud got. And that's what Bud planned for. Because he took it, it came in strides, and he gave some two pieces of his own. And that's exactly how he won this fight. So I want to start with you, Sai, because you watched this fight live. What was your perception before the fight, and then as you're watching the fight, what were you thinking?
My perception of the fight was, I honestly wanted Crawford to win. That's who I was rooting for.
Okay.
But then as you're watching it, you see the fight going on. It's like, damn. Canelo's not really giving much of a fight. Like I actually thought Canelo was going to do way better than what I saw.
Right. Now, as someone,
this shit surprised me, or just Bud, just that freak of a fucking boxer. Like, does he beat on niggas like that?
I think that's the conversation we're probably going to have.
You feel me?
Yeah, no, I feel you. I think that's the conversation we're probably going to have because I thought going in, Canelo was going to win. I was one of those guys. I'm not going to lie. Canelo's pound for pound, in my opinion, I felt pound for pound, he's a bigger guy. He's a stronger guy. So I thought he had this in the bag. But Tip, I want to ask you, what was your perception before the fight? Who did you think was going to win? And then as you were watching it, what was your thoughts?
All right, so here's my thing, right? Because I wrestled in high school, so I know about the whole weight change and whatnot, right?
You would know more than me and Sai because we played football, so we didn't do the weight changing. We was out there hitting everybody.
So when I look at it, right,
when we tried out, we did not last.
So when I look at the fight, right, and I'm seeing, like, I'm a Bud fan. Bud was my first box I really watched. Shout out to my dad. He put me on the bus. That was the only box I really knew of really growing up for real. Outside the Floyds and the Pacquiaos and whatnot.
Right.
But I see he's going up 3 weight classes. So in my head, I'm like, okay, if he's going up 3 weight classes, that's already a lot as it is. Dudes don't even go up really 1, let alone 2, let alone 3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, okay, this is probably Bud's close to his walking weight. You know what I'm saying? When he walks around in, right? This is close to his walking weight. So this is probably his natural state.
Yeah.
When I look at Canelo, this is his weight class, right? So Canelo gonna drop a couple pounds, because so that strength is there.
Mm-hmm.
So in my head, I'm damn near like you, Cole. I'm like, Canelo in his prime physique form when he's in boxing mode.
You couldn't tell me going into this fight that Canelo was going to look
like the way he did,
inferior as he did.
Yeah.
I mean, Bud dominated on almost every front. And so I want to ask you, because you had a lot of kind of sound effects going on during the fight. I mean, left and right, you was just having lots to say. You were having lots to say about the way that Canelo was just kind of getting caught at every turn, punches left and right. What do you think was Bud's game plan going in? Do you think that was Bud's game plan going in? I gotta outmaneuver this guy. Gotta outtrain this guy. But I have to stay defensive. Okay, talk about it.
I felt like, because watching it from start to finish, he came out gate punching,
right,
swinging. Like he didn't take his foot off the pedal not one time. Instantly, he came into the ring and showed Canelo, I'm better than you, I'm stronger than you, and I just do this shit way better than you.
Yeah. I agree. I think that was a clear-cut fight. Like there was no arguing about it. I think me and you, we even said it before, it came down to it. There is no way that Bud doesn't, if he doesn't knock Canelo out tonight, there's no way he doesn't win that decision. So I think that looking at
he wins by score easily.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the question.
That I mean, it was a phenomenal showing from Bud. And here is where shit is probably about to get bad, guys. I mean, shit is about to get bad because we are about to talk about football. You see Tip rubbing that bullshit in the background over there. You see. Oh Lord.
I got to a little bit, man.
He's a Cowgirls fan.
Oh shit. You get the point, though. You get the point.
Well, I mean, I guess after this week, you probably are asking everybody, how about those Cowboys? I think you probably had that right after this week, okay? But I just want to start this segment off because I don't want anybody to be confused about anything and where the lines in the sand have already been drawn and where I stand in the lines, okay? So I'm just going to say it plainly. I am a fan across all sports. I am a fan of the best franchises of the best franchises. And when it comes to football, a sport that I played for 17 years, I think it's only right for me to really dig deep and figure out, why I love my team so much. And it is because we are the winner. We are winners. We are historically the best franchise in America in football. And that is the terrible towel. That is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thank you. Okay. But I don't want my side to be the only story being told here. So, of course, I got these guys. And they are fans. They're both fanboys. I'll tell you that, of their franchises. But I want to start with Cy. Who are you a fan of? What franchise, what team?
I've never been a fanboy.
That's debatable.
But I am a Eagle for fucking life. That's what I do know. We rep the Eagles. We die by the Eagles. And that's just what it is. The fucking biggest bird, literally. The vicious bird, literally.
Yeah, it did get a little. It did get a little.
I see this nigga covering up his mouth.
Because it got a little stinky in here when you started talking about the Eagles. I think we all started holding our breath a little bit. But I want Tip. Who are you a fan of? I think it's pretty clear already.
I don't think I really need much introduction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you need much. I do think your team needs much introduction because where the fuck have they been for the past 60 years? I mean, where has the Cowboys been?
Look, we a patient franchise, right? We win in we win in spurts.
Okay.
So
Well, after a great slate of games in week 2, I picked the 4 top games that we're going to discuss here today. And the first game we're going to discuss is the 31-17 matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. It pains me.
And the Seahawks. About them birds.
It pains me to my core to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it. I mean, it pains me to my core. But a 31-17 loss. Aaron Rodgers didn't play the best game. I mean, our defense didn't play the best game. I really don't know what else to say. I mean, it just looked sloppy from offense to defense. Everything looked kind of sloppy. I think that our offensive coordinator. Excuse you.
Yes.
Excuse you.
Yes.
What are you saying?
Yes. They look sloppy from start to finish.
Tip, what did you think about our gameplay?
I knew y'all was gonna lose.
What?
Whoever idiot it was at the end zone.
Yes.
Who didn't pick that shit.
That's what it was.
After that shit, I was like, you know what? It's not everybody week. You lose any given Sunday, and it was just Sunday to lose, brother. I mean, it was the collapse.
It shifted the whole momentum of the game. I mean, really,
after that.
we could have come back. We could have won if that didn't happen. But it happened.
That ruined the whole momentum.
It happened. It happened, and I think the only thing we can do is move on from it. I think in week 1, Aaron Rodgers had a great showing. I think our offense had a pretty good showing. It was showing cohesiveness. It was showing depth. And I think that if we continue on that path, but switch it up just a little bit. I mean, in that quarterback room, we have Will Howard, Mason Rudolph, and Skylar Thompson. I'm not saying change up the quarterbacks, but last year we were at a disadvantage because we had 2 really, in my opinion, skilled quarterbacks, and we did not utilize them properly. And so I think this year we probably want to do something different and utilize our quarterbacks in a different way. And speaking of quarterbacks, that brings me to the next game of the week. It's going to be the Philadelphia Pigeons versus the Kansas City Chiefs in the 2017 win. Super Bowl rematch. This is the 6th time. Because y'all are pigeons. This is the 6th time that these two teams have matched up. And the Eagles just tied it up 3-3 with this win. I don't want to, but I'm going to start with Cy because I'm sure he's not going to let us live it down. So you go ahead and start on this analysis, Cy.
Yes, I will start us off with this analysis. In Jalen Hurts' era, it is 3-2.
We're not breaking it down to Jalen Hurts' era. Yes.
It is 3-3.
Yes.
We're going to set that straight right now. We're going to set that straight. Okay.
I think it's straight.
Jalen is up on the score. We're going to set that up. Okay. Just making sure Jalen is up. Mm-hmm. But other than that, sloppy gameplay. Defense came out and did their thing as the defense. Pat Mahomes rushed for 66 yards, threw for 188. Threw a pick, threw a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen didn't have a great game
at all,
but
for the 2nd week in a row.
Yep.
Yeah.
For the 2nd week in a row, didn't put up any points on the board with his passing.
We're going to do this.
Yes, we're going to.
How was this in the second week in a row? The first week he carried. We on his back. He carried. What are we talking about?
What did he carry? He didn't put up any points on the board with passing. He's a quarterback. He's not a running back. Let's be clear. And if we're going to talk about the Eagles in whole, let's talk about the Eagles in whole. The gameplay is sloppy. You guys are winning, but you're barely getting.
Prescott doing one.
Dak Prescott had a better game than Jalen Hurts. He had a better game than Jalen Hurts.
Hold on. This is great.
Go ahead, Tip.
See, I wasn't even going to say no. I was going to let him rock. Look.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, we're talking about the first game, right? First game, week 1 against the Eagles. That was our game to win.
First game.
That was our... The second week, Jalen win it.
I agree with you, Tip. That was y'all's game to win.
That was our game to win. It was because of drops. Dak has been putting the ball on the money. People say what Dak can do when he has 2 wide receivers that really can ball. Last time Dak had this, what was it, 2023?
Yep.
Second in MVP voting. Probably should have got it over Lamar. I mean...
Speak, Tip. Speak, Tip.
If we want to talk about it, Lamar that season had a triple crown defense.
Speak.
Lamar's
stats. The year y'all went 9-8. The year y'all went 9-8.
Getting the years mixed up. We went like 12-5. First of all.
Okay.
It was 12-5 if I'm not mistaken.
That's much better.
But that's besides the point. Let's talk about the Eagles versus Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the
This is what I call. This is why I like to call Tip the sports historian. He is truly a sports historian. He remembers it all, and he can pull it up at the drop of a dime.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it,
right?
Go ahead, chicken. Stop talking.
To start the game, that sorry ass motherfucker, Jalen Carter, spit on my quarterback to start it off. So we was already on hots. Temperatures is flaring.
Oh my God.
Temperatures is flaring.
So you're not going to take up for your quarterback spitting in my D tackle's direction?
Did it touch you?
That's disrespectful. You're not about to sit here and act like he didn't get on the press conference and fucking
blue.
Like act like he didn't spit in that nigga's direction. You spit it towards me. You know what you were doing. Come on.
Hold that fine. Hold that fine.
Hold that fine. Hold that fine. Hold that fine. And that's exactly what.
Cool. That is cool. But y'all couldn't beat us without Jalen Carter. So what does that say about y'all?
First of all, right?
It doesn't say much.
Are you really gonna expect CeeDee Lamb to drop 4 passes in a game? Do you remember? First of all, the game had a stoppage, right? Did you see what CeeDee Lamb was doing before that stoppage?
Yes, I was watching. In my opinion, CeeDee Lamb doesn't drop those passes. The Cowboys win that game. 100%. George Pickens doesn't drop those 3 passes. He
so what about
they win that game.
2 picks.
His hands was never that good
in that same series that you're talking about. We all seen it.
His hands not even like that for real.
Hey. We
which one
now,
you betting on? Which one you betting on?
His not like that. CeeDee dropped 4.
But
CeeDee dropped 4.
C-Tip
and Pickens dropped 1.
Oh my God.
The
game stopped for an hour and a half.
This is what it is like to argue and debate with an Eagles fan. We were supposed to be sitting here talking about the week 2 game of Kansas City and Philly, and now we're talking about a team war. Dallas Cowboys, because he could have just taken the criticism in and just say, yeah, my team, we haven't been looking too good. He has to attack everybody else, right? Okay, but the
we didn't look too good.
Oh, thank you. You finally.
Hold on, wait. We win. When we win. That's one. When we don't good, even off bad or terrible or hideous, we still win.
Now, Cole, let me ask you this real quick, right?
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna ask him because he might be delusional.
Yeah.
If Jalen Hurts,
my favorite word,
is the same way the rest of the season.
Yes.
Do we expect the Philadelphia Eagles to make it out the first round?
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think
what I have to say about these 2 weeks of gameplay is due to the offensive coordinator change due to the 6th year in a row.
Y'all don't have an established offense yet? It's been 5 years with the same quarterback.
Hello.
The same players.
Hello.
You can't
6 different offensive coordinators.
So that's a problem in the front office. We're not going to make an excuse for it on the field.
Every different offensive coordinator changes the system. Come on.
AJ
has all had terrible games.
Devontae Smith. Jalen Hurts is 31st in passing yards right now.
Actually, he's 32, tied with Tyrod Taylor.
He was just coaching.
Like, are we serious right now? Not to mention, last week, Patrick Mahomes had a better game than the Eagles' starting quarterback and running back. Saquon Barkley, who's the ranked number one player in the league, They
So
lost.
why did he lose?
They lost. And on that note, we're just gonna move on because there's no getting through. There's nothing you can say to an Eagles fan.
A win is a win.
A win is a win. A win is a win. A loss is a loss. If you look sloppy, you forget it. You know. Which, and I feel
Okay, I'm sorry. I come behind a long history of 17 years of playing football, and all I know is fucking winning. That's all I ever done was win. From little league to high school, and so. That's all I know is winning. I don't know what y'all know, but all I know is win. He knows it. He knows it. Come on.
Show the rings.
Other stuff. Come on.
Let's see the rings one more time.
Like,
I thought I saw Pee Wee.
Come on. Winning. This is what we've been doing all our life. Is winning. So I don't really know.
I mean,
the Super Bowls the Eagles got in
Sorry.
yeah. That's how many Super Bowls they've been to in total.
Let's do ours, Cole. Let's count, Cole.
Yeah, let's 1, 2, 3. You guys are already out. 4, 5, and there goes the Cowboys in 6. I mean, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? I do want to go ahead and shift gears to another exciting game.
If I had every single championship I won in my whole life, I would probably have 17.
Well, good thing we're not talking. Thank you. Good thing we're not talking about you. We're talking about the Eagles. They said, "Tip." This brings me to the next exciting game of the week, which was the Green Bay Packers versus the Washington Commanders. I mean, what a game! What a game! And dare I say, the Green Bay Packers are probably pound for pound the best looking team in the NFL this year so far.
100%.
Yeah, I think we've seen two good showings week in, week out. I think we've seen two good showings from the Green Bay Packers, and
They're decent.
Debatable. Debatable.
Okay.
You know, I think they look better than the Eagles. I think they look better than the Chargers, who beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
I think the Cowboys was better than them.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm not really quick to say that just yet.
Yeah.
That Packers defense is
looking good.
That Packers defense look good, and I hate to say it,
that
but,
Packers defense looks like what the Cowboys defense should have been looking like. That is a good defense.
Yeah.
So,
in addition to Michael Parsons too, that team looks.
Yeah. And what was the score of that Green Bay Washington game?
I don't know, but it
it was a shootout, I think, wasn't it?
The Packers led that the whole game. I mean, that's bottom line. I mean,
yeah.
You look at the scoreboard or not, we all watched the game. The Packers gave ass whooping from one side of the field to the other. I mean, it's that simple.
I mean, it definitely was.
Yeah, definitely did give belt to the Lions week 1, so I ain't gonna lie. I give it to the Packers right now.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
I mean, belt. Talk about belt. I mean, they have come to not only play, they've come to stay. Because who the fuck have the Green Bay Packers been for the last couple of years? And now they are finally rebuilding, and now they're back in the talk. And the last game, the last highlight game of the week, we are going to talk about. Well, actually, we didn't even give any credit to Jaden Daniels. I think Jaden Daniels is an amazing.
Just the Cowboys and Giants.
You said the Cowboys and Giants. I mean, it was a pretty exciting game, I would say.
That was one of the most exciting games of the week, I think.
Yeah, it was.
That was crazy.
It was.
Shout out to what's our kicker's name? Aubrey.
Oh, that's what everybody's talking about.
That motherfucker. Motherfucker got a boot on that motherfucker.
He ain't no Boswell. Well, actually, I think he hit a 64.
I ain't gonna lie.
I think he hit a 64-yarder, didn't he?
That boy got
definitely riding Boswell pretty nicely.
No one rivals Boswell.
Yeah, that boy up there. Oh, shout out Aubrey, man. It's dog.
Yeah. Shout out Aubrey. Okay. Cleveland versus Baltimore. I'm not really excited to talk about this game. I think I think that the Ravens are among one of those sloppy teams who are deemed good because they've had good records in the past. I think that they're getting off with the fame of yesteryear, and we've got to stop doing that with teams, because a team can go from winning a Super Bowl to being the worst team in the league. I mean, it's happened before. So let's not, harp on that. But I am not liking the way Lamar Jackson's looking. I'm not liking the way their line is looking. It's looking very fractured right now. Even their defense is looking lackluster. I mean, and I know the Steelers' defense is looking very fucking terrible, but we're not talking about the fucking Steelers right now. We're talking about Baltimore. And that Cleveland's offense, I want to see that Cleveland's offense grow into its own. I think having Joe Flacco is kind of a token, but we want to see Shador play. We want to see Jackson Dart. We want to see these guys,
We do.
Yeah, and actually, what is your thoughts on the whole Shador Sanders fiasco of it all? What do you think about him going late 6th round, I believe it was? What's your thoughts, Tip?
I mean, Cole, we know what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? I got his dad jersey hanging in my room. It's because of Dion. You know what I'm saying? It's because they don't like Dion. And when you got confident young black dudes walking in, knowing that they the shit,
right?
They don't really like that. You know what I'm saying? Shador made a comment that people were hating on. He's saying if you want to draft me, expect me to change the organization. There's something to that line.
Right.
And teams were like, "Oh, that's cocky." What? A dude that's trying to change an organization around, trying to make your team good.
That's telling me
he's gonna do this.
Yeah, that's telling you, put your team on my back. I'm ready. I'm
you know what I'm saying?
I'm willing to show you. You know, yeah, I get it.
And he's getting that treatment of just like, that he's some side piece. Like he's nothing, even though he was up there in the Heisman race. You know what I'm saying? His numbers was
because he carries around that Dion swagger.
That's 100% why. 100%. You know what it is.
Sly, we've seen players who have dads who are coaches, but they have the skills to back it up. Right now, one of the best quarterbacks in MEAC football right now, as we speak, on the leaderboards, one of the best quarterbacks in MEAC football, D1 MEAC, is Rashawn Matthews Jr., RJ Matthews from Delaware.
RJ Matthews.
He's a cannon. His dad is a DSU Sports Hall of Famer, and he's an offense coordinator at Howard High School right now. This guy has grown up around football. He's grown up in the trenches. He's grown up knowing what to do, what not to do from young. So he wasn't playing Little League. He was playing high school and Little League. And once he got to high school, he's playing college ball. And now that he's in college, he's playing a nice pro level because he's only a sophomore, and he's probably top 3 MEAC quarterbacks right now. And that's saying something. He goes to
when you get coached by a father like that, it's only results.
Yeah.
It's only results.
Only results. I want to move on into the quarterback early season.
Definitely tip my head off to Coach Matt.
Definitely tilting our hats off to Coach Matt. But I want to get into our early season performance.
I think we would do the youngest
quarterbacks. What have we been thinking about the quarterbacks? I mean, we can go down the list and talk about, every single one, but I really don't want to do that. I think that we should probably just throw some names out there and then we'll discuss them. So I want to start, and I'm just going to throw a name out there.
I think Lamar fucking sucks.
Well, before you go ahead and throw that out there, I'm going to go ahead and get to the quarterback I want to analyze right now. Okay. And his name is Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Because Jalen,
let's talk about it.
Jalen, it looks like it fucking hurts. Jalen, it definitely looks like it hurts. I think not only does the team look fucking terrible, but we have to talk about the leader of the team. And when we're talking about the leader of the team, we're not talking about the offensive coordinator, the head coach, the damn GM, because those niggas don't get on the field. We're talking about the commander-in-chief, which is the quarterback. Okay? And for the past 2 weeks, like you said earlier, Tim,
no, it's a lot of commanders and chiefs at different positions. No.
I think that when we're here he goes. He can't hear anything bad about Jalen the King Hurts. When we're talking about Jalen Hurts, like you said earlier, Tip, you said 31st, but he's actually tied 32nd with Tyrod Taylor in pass completions. I believe it was only 2 completions he's had. I don't want to say that's a fact, but I think that's exactly what it is. He's had 2 completions over the past 2 weeks. The first game he had 2 rushing touchdowns, and he was almost lackluster on the ground in the first week. That was not the case in the second week. The second week, the ground game was nowhere to be found, as well as the pass game. And so if there's no pass game or any run game, what game are we playing as a quarterback? You know? What do you think about Jalen Hurts?
How I look at it is, right, I think Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. This is not to get it twisted.
Absolutely.
To me, Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. I'm going off what I've seen the last 2 weeks from Jalen Hurts.
Would you put him in your top 5 Tip?
No, but that's besides the point. Right now, what I've seen from Jalen Hurts is no offensive consistency. You know, I don't think he's had a ball over 30 yards. And that's not to say that it's only 30 yards. But when we're looking at those top echelon players, the dudes who we expect to do certain things, and like Side believes that Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback, I need to see more.
Yeah,
I need to see some touchdowns, dude. It's 2 weeks. I saw what fucking Russell Wilson did to our defense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Lit our ass up on our defense. I mean, I know Deron Bland was out, but still, he put up what 435 or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts, you only put up like 180. My boy.
I think it's beyond pitiful. Honestly,
you should be putting up 350.
Yeah, I think it's actually beyond pitiful. I think that, and there's this kind of discourse online. Why are we? He's a quarterback.
He's a quarterback. What else? He's happy about the win.
Did y'all hear that?
He's happy about the win. You can't just get away with half-ass and win.
No, you can't.
Get you throughout the season.
Okay, so
because Lamar Jackson is a winner. Statistically,
Week 1, Burrow threw for 115 yards. What do we have to say about that?
Joe Burrow?
Week 1. Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow
got an O-line.
Yeah, Joe Burrow. That's a fact, too. I'm not putting that
out. Getting hit.
That's saying that's anything.
That's 2 different situations.
Yeah.
You can't even compare the 2.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think
Joe was getting killed out there.
Killed.
And that's not to say Joe should be playing better. Well, Joe hurt right now.
He's hurt now. And that's due to that fucking line.
We're putting you guys on a pedestal.
Because Joe Burrow's line is terrible. That's his fault.
No. But it contributes to his gameplay. It contributes to his rating. It contributes to
get the ball out of hands then.
Saying the same thing for Jalen Hurts.
Who's sitting back there
for 5 seconds. Thank you, Tip. Took it right out of my mouth.
That's because the line can do that. Somebody has to get open.
So why isn't Jalen getting the ball off? Why isn't Jalen making the plays happen? That's what we're saying.
You want to put the blame on AJ and C.
And he's quick to put the blame And then once you talk about AJ, and then the blame shifts to somewhere else. And then once you talk about it, it's just a revolving door. And
they want to put AJ top 3. They want to put Jalen Hurts top 5.
Yeah.
They want to put Smitty in that top
AJ
7.
AJ is top
You got
3.
all of that in an O-line, and y'all not putting
Smitty is top 7.
Y'all haven't put up 30 on a team yet. Y'all put up 40 in the Super Bowl, and y'all haven't put up 30 on the team yet. Get the fuck out of here.
You play the Dallas Cowboys.
Get
I know
out of
my
here.
team ain't looking good. I'm saying, why y'all ain't beat us bad? Y'all beat us by 4 points.
4 points, and then came back the next week and beat the next team by 3. Are we like? What are we talking about here?
This is a Super. We're judging y'all because y'all a Super Bowl winning team, and we expect a whole lot more from y'all. That's basically what I'm getting at.
A whole lot more.
I'm expecting a whole lot more from y'all. But if you cool mediocre wins, have at it. You better go perfect, man.
I'm not cool with mediocre wins. I'm cool with winning. That's the difference.
You just don't want to put an adjective on the win. Got it. Okay, moving on to Patrick Mahomes. Patty Addy.
Something about this who's 0-2.
Patty Addy.
0-2.
Yes, he's looking very bad right now. However, personally, I think that he had a
Very
pretty good game, I would say, this week against the Eagles. He rushed better than their starting running back and passed better than their quarterback. I believe he
rushed better than Saquon because he got 4 lucky scrambles that led him to 66 yards.
Saquon couldn't crack 60, 65?
No, he cracked 80, but he had 22 carries.
He had 88 for 22
carries. Exactly. That is beyond wild. We're talking about Saquon Barkley right here. He's a running back. Your job is to run the ball. Patrick Mahomes has to pass and run, and he
just
did.
Like in the Super Bowl game,
we're not talking about the Super Bowl anymore.
Just like in this game,
we're not talking about the Super Bowl. We're not talking about the Super Bowl. We're talking about now.
Y'all are comparing our Super Bowl performance to these games. What are you talking about? That's what we're doing.
And still, you have yet to tell us, you have yet to say, our gameplay is sloppy. We are not the team of last year. We are not the Super Bowl. We
are the team of last year. We just look sloppy. But we can win. That's what I'm telling you. We can win by looking sloppy. You just don't want to go with that. We don't have to look extremely good. Sloppy, either way, we're going to win. That's what I keep trying to tell you. It doesn't matter. We're going to win. That's what I keep trying to tell you.
Okay, I take it.
You know what we look like when we look like monsters. The Super Bowl proved it. You know what we look like when we look like monsters. Do you want that every game? I wouldn't want that every game.
Okay,
that shit looks scary. It looks scary. Come on.
Come on. I hope to see some monsters, man. I mean,
I hope to see some improvement. Shit, that's
I want to see them improve. I'm as much as I hate the Eagles, I respect Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I want to see him do good, so that's why I'm criticizing him. Because I mean, if you want to be top 5, I treat you like you're top 5.
Exactly.
But if you top 31 in passing yards, I gotta say something.
Yeah,
I got to.
I agree.
You shit games with Tyrod Taylor. He was just on the court.
I understand that.
That's how I'm judging him. I'm judging him based off the top 5 categories to put him in. That's all.
And with that being said,
okay.
With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into another topic. I think this topic will probably be a little bit more light, a little bit more airy, because I think it got real heavy in here because some people don't really like to talk about their teams. They don't like to talk about, the bullshit that we're seeing on Fox and CBS on Fridays and Saturdays. On on Thursdays and Saturdays. I mean,
Stephen A. Smith would love me. He would love me.
Yeah,
I'll bet my life on it.
You're a bonehead, just like him. That's why. They said, but the next topic of the night is going to be. Oh, y'all heard that? I don't know why I did that.
What was that?
It's the first one. Y'all give him some grace.
It it changed my motherfucking shit. Somehow, some way, it changed my sound effect. So now the bomb is something different. I don't like that. But yeah, this last topic is the insane nationwide takeover of NBA Youngboy.
Top. We be like top.
Top say. I mean, the tour has officially started. It has officially begun. And we have waited. Those of you who are top fans, those of you who are Youngboy fans, we have waited fucking years. I mean, we have waited 5 years, 6 years to see this nigga in person, to see him live and in color and in concert. We are fuck ready. We trying to get the fuck on the stage too. I mean, we want to be there. You know what I'm saying,
bro?
Like, I've been seeing so much stuff. But Sai, I want you to take it away. What is your anticipations, because you will be in the concert. You will be at the concert on October 3rd, Philly, Wells Fargo Center. You will be there. So what are you expecting? What's your anticipations from what you've been seeing online? What are you hoping for?
Just to see Top come out here and do his thing. You know, that's what Top do. Just perform and execute, man.
Yeah.
The show's been looking crazy lit all over social media. Honestly, like I know Philly is going to carry it, because that's what Philly do. Philly carries it. So I want him to come when he come to Philly. I've been seeing the set list a little bit. Like he been adding a couple more songs every different show. I've been seeing that. I've been catching that.
Right.
So when he come to Philly, I hope this is some different shit.
Yeah. No, I'm ready. I'm ready, willing, and able.
I'm so ready to. I've been waiting for this shit for a long time, man.
I think what we have seen is exactly kind of what we expected when the time came for Youngboy to not only get out, be free, but be off of house arrest and be touring. I think this is exactly what we expected. He's not only the talk of the town. I mean, all of his music, his streaming numbers, everything's just like skyrocketing right now. And which is why I said it is the NBA Youngboy Takeover. He is definitely making America slime again. There is,
which is funny to me, because just a couple months ago it was just a Youngboy hate train.
Hello.
It was just a crazy
talk about that.
YB hate train.
Talk about the YB hate train. It has been a YB hate train for longer than just 6 months. I mean, the entire 5 years he wasn't touring. The 5 years he wasn't outside. People have been hating. People have been saying this and that and forth. So, yeah.
Hey, Kobe, you remember how I was when I first got to...
But the true YB fans know we've been staying down, and we've been waiting for this moment.
Tip, you were not the biggest Youngboy fan when I met you.
Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't really start fucking with YB until y'all really put me on. I was like, yo, he got hella shit.
Right.
I'm like, bro, like, all right, niggas forced me to listen to that shit in the car. We chilling, doing our thing, whatever.
Too much shit, Tip.
And then I'm like, I'm like, all right. So now he hit a little bit. And like, all right, they boy kind of tough. Like he, bro, hard. Like
yeah.
I can't even hate no more. I started listening to Raw Wave, but Youngboy. Youngboy got it, bro.
Youngboy definitely got it. I think this what we are about to embark on is going to be a crazy journey. I'm just excited to be along for the ride. Honestly, I really am. And speaking of journeys, speaking of rides, we have reached our first journey. We have reached the end of the very first episode of the Crazy Talk podcast. I mean, this is. I feel relieved right now. I feel like I just took a big shit. I feel great, and this for everybody out there watching. I have so many people, so many friends who told me, Kobe, start a podcast, do this, do that. I think you would be really good. And the thing is, I know I would be good. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know I would be good. They said, but in your heads, you have to be ready for certain shit. You have to be ready to take certain leaps and certain bounds. And you'll learn eventually. If you don't learn from watching other people go through the shit and watching other people jump for their dream and they land where they want to land, if you don't get no type of motivation from that, then it's gonna find you some way, somehow in your own life. And what I found out today is that it found me. So this last little segment, I want to take the time to just give some affirmations and some goals from the guys. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, what do y'all have going on? What do y'all see going forward? What are y'all looking forward to? I'm going to start with Tip.
As far as going forward and aspirations, man, right now, as private I am with it, but not really, because I post about it a lot. You know, I got a little relationship with God right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm constantly going to strengthen that.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the mental health is always good.
Yeah.
Keep
mental
pushing.
Health
always
is
elevating.
Important.
Yeah, mental health is important. Just, keep your mind clear from a lot of distractions going on in this world. I mean, Kobe talked about a few, like, there's few things that just be not necessarily distraction, but things that go on in this world, and you just have to dwell on things. You know what I'm saying? So keeping your mental strong. Continue working. Schooling and whatnot. And keep making sacrifices to get to where you're at. Yeah. And that's all I can really say. And that's kind of what you're doing right now, cool. You know what I'm saying? Starting with this podcast, bro. So I gotta shout you out for that shit.
Well, thank you for being here.
We talked about it too. Yeah. We talked about it, prior to this. So to see you taking that step forward, brother, that's good to see, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of we all trying to find our path, and I think you found your calling right now. Absolutely. And I hope you continue it. You know what I'm saying? And blessings to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's
for sure.
Respect,
for sure. You know what I'm saying? Blessings for all of us. We all got blessings out there. Yeah. It's just they just waiting for us to come grab them. But Sai, I want to ask you, what do you have coming? What can we expect from Sai?
Shit.
The slow
not too religious, but praise God, love God, help everybody just keep moving forward, stay motivated, stay focused. I'm actually happy my brother money on here because he talked about this for the longest. Literally, like, since Ben. Like, this is nothing new. So hopefully this becomes something he takes to the sky. Like literally, I see this going crazy. But other than that, I love my brother. I'm really trying to find my own path, see where I can go with life. Feel me? Trying to stay focused.
They said, and people are definitely gonna ask, well, what the fuck qualifies you to sit up and fucking yap your fucking mouth? Well, I didn't just go to college. I graduated college. I am a college graduate. You know what I'm saying? I have the qualifications to sit up and talk about any fucking thing if I may choose. And so if you are going to tune in, please tune in, like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, repost, because we're going somewhere with this, and we're going to keep at it. And I definitely want to hear what y'all have to say. So please comment. I am not those type of people who my opinion is fact, and I don't want to hear anything opposing to it. I want to hear what y'all have to say. I want to be interactive. So please drop what y'all think pieces in the comments. And Crazy Gang, let's stay crazy. It has been a fucking pleasure.
Stay crazy.
Yikes.
Yeah.